welcome back, and in this video we're going to take a look at the bed bulkhead. So at this stage, if you've been following the series, you should have all your walls ply lined, your ceiling complete, and your floor down. Now when we get to this stage, the first thing we like to do is fit our bed bulkhead in, because everything comes off the bed bulkhead. We've got our shower, bench, you've got the bed, and it's a nice marker to start figuring out then what space you have left in the van for later on. So we've got the foot end of the bed ready. You can see our pocket, Shane has carpeted that, and we've got our head end of the bed here. Bed height is going to be around here, but there's a couple of things we need to take now into consideration for the height of the bulkhead. So we know we've got a kitchen here, and the kitchens as a standard come to about 900mm to the top of the worktop, but we don't want to make this bulkhead too high, so it's making it more difficult than it needs to be to get into bed. The first thing we're going to do, before we worry about that later on, is we're going to do some templates. Now when you did your walls and ceiling, you should have plenty of 5.5mm ply left over like this. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to scribe the two sides with these two offcuts. So I've marked this one, the near side front, and this is the offside front. Now we've actually used these ones before to template another van, but I already know that it won't fit this van because it was for a completely different van. So we're going to take this sheet in, and then I'll show you how we scribe the two sides, and then how we make a template out of scrap, because we don't want to be wasting any good wood. And I'll show you then how we transfer that onto a nice laminated ply and cut it. Okay, so I've got my board, and we're also going to be using the Trend Easy Scribe tool again. One of our favorite tools for scribing, just makes the job a lot easier. And what we're going to do is we're going to place this template in the area where the bed bulkhead is going to be meeting the wall. Now I got quite a big gap at the top and I'm touching on the bottom, so I'm just going to set my scribe tool to be just a little bit bigger on the width here on what the biggest gap is there. And then we're just going to run this from the bottom all the way up. And that's giving me a scribe line. Let me show you that a bit closer. So you can see here the scribe line that it's just done. Now this template is quite a bit out, so this hasn't got to be the perfect one. We just want to get this board a lot closer. We'll take it back in and then we'll do our final scribe. But for now we need to cut this. Okay, so we've trimmed that. It's had its first trim. We've just brought it back in. I have trimmed some of the excess carpet off here, and you can see it needs a little bit more work. As I said, that was a very rough cut, but we are now on the wall. Now what's important when you're doing this method is that the bottom of the panel that is sitting on the floor stays nice and flat on the floor, because you're going to be using that later to line up against the board that we're going to be cutting for the final piece. And then if I show you from the other side, you can just see some of the light there. So I said it needs a bit more tweaking. Now the panel has been scribed roughly once and is a lot closer. Rather than using the scribing tool this time, I'm just going to be using a short pencil, and I'm simply going to run it sideways along the wall and mark the board. This will give me a much cleaner marking on the board for our final cut. And you can see my marking just along there. It's a much finer line, and you can just see where all the little imperfections were from the first scribe. So we can trim this. We'll double check it again, but I'm pretty sure now this one will be good. Right, now after the second one, we can see we've got a nice scribe all the way up that panel. So we got the left side done. Now I need to do the near side. So I'm going to repeat the exact same process that you've just seen me for doing that. We'll use the easy scribe just to get it close, and then we'll do the pencil to do the very fine one, cut it. I'll do that and I'll come back to you. And that is the other side scribed in nicely. Now I've positioned both of them there. Now what I'm going to do, using two battens, these are just some strips of 12mm ply, we're going to fix one along the bottom and one along the top. But when you do that, you need to make sure the 2 panels are pushed into each wall. Let's get that done. And just like that, we now have a template. So again, I just want to double check that both edges are nice and tight. I want to make sure the bottoms are flat on the floor. And again, that side is tight. Now what we're going to do, we can now take this out and we're going to put that on top of our laminated board. Now, you know, laminated boards are expensive. So that's why we do a template like this, because we know if we mess up with these are just offcuts. It's nice and cheap and it's easy for you to redo it. Whereas not so easy on a full sheet. So now we can transfer the template onto our laminate board. We can mark it and cut it. So that's our next job. So this fan is having the laminated oak lightweight plyboard. It's textured so you can feel the grain in it. It's quite nice actually. So I've laid that on the bench, and now what I've done is our template I have put on top. So the bit here, this is the back. So on here I know that's going to be the back. First thing I do is line up the floor. So get the floor nice and straight all along the edge. And then I've just brought it in. I don't want much wastage on this. So I've brought it in about 15 mil. And you can see that's going all the way up to the other side. Now the height of this bulkhead isn't going to be 1200 mil, and we're also going to want to be using the cut off from the top of this board to do the rear bulkhead for the bed later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to just mark our sides, both sides. That'll give us the nice scribe and that will fit in. And then we'll mark in the shape of the top of this, because we've got a shower one side and we've got the kitchen on the other side. Now it's the kitchen is where I want this to be a little bit higher to make sure it's coming above the worktop. So we're going to just mark these in some pencil and then we can take this off. Right, we've taken the template off. We've got both sides marked. So we've now can see the scribe at each side. Now I'm going to do the markings for the top of this particular board, knowing now that this is the back of the board. So what I am going to do in a water-based pen, I'm just going to write offside rear so I don't get confused when I start cutting this board up. I've now marked out my cut, and then it's going to radius up and radius again across. This higher section is for where the kitchen is. So what I'm going to do now, this top line, I'm going to cut that all the way across the board, because like I mentioned earlier, we want to use this offcut to do the rear bed bulkhead later on, so we're going to save that piece. Once that's cut off, I will just square that off and cut the excess off here, and then we'll use the jigsaw to then cut off the 2 curved sides. We'll use a track saw for this one, and then we'll jigsaw this section. Right, hopefully that made sense. So we've got our sides cut, top is all cut, and the other side done. For some people, that may be your bulkhead done in terms of cutting. Now, all you need to worry about is edging your top, and there's a couple of different products you use. We're going to use a knock-on T-trim that's double lip. As it's an area where you're going to be in and out of bed, it's going to be quite a busy area of the woodwork, and we want to protect both ourselves from, getting splinters or scratching on it, and also protect our wood. So a T-trim is a good option for the top of the bed. Now, the other thing we've also got to look at is we need to be able to fix this into place. So this is the back of the board that's facing the garage. We are going to need several fixings up the sides and across the bottom. And there's several ways you can do this. You can use angle brackets, you can use connector blocks, you can do pocket holes. So there's lots of various ways you can get this fitted. We're opting for pocket holes on this one, as we do on all of our bulkheads, but I've still got more work to do on this one, as it's having an opening in the middle for access into the garage. Now, for me to do this, I've got a shower this side, and I know that comes out 700 mil, and I've got a kitchen this side, and I know that comes out 550. So I've got to get them marked up, and I'll do that on the bottom edge, and then I'll find the center of that space that's left, because obviously this side is going to protrude out more than this side. So I'm going to be cutting a hole in here. So I'll get that done, and then I'll do my pocket holes, and then when we're ready to fit it, I'll pick the camera back up and I'll show you then the fitting on it. So let's get this done. that is the bed bulkhead complete, ready to be fitted. So we've done our knock-on edging all along the top, and we've also lined the cutout, and we will have a tambour door on that. We've done our pocket hole fixings up the side and all across the bottom. So now is time to bring it in. We can test fit it, and if all being well, we should just be able to put that straight in. Okay, she's in, and we've got a nice scribe. So this side up against the carpet. Let's get it nice and close so you can see that properly. It's a good scribe, nice and flush all along the floor, and we've also got a nice scribe all down the ply wall as well. So now that's all in, there's no fixings in, that's just sort of frictioned into place. So the back part of the bed bulkhead, we line it up with the inner pocket here because this is where the mattress is going to be coming. So we do a fixing in the top pocket hole just here. Then we're going to run a square along the floor to make sure that that is not turning in or out. We want it to be nice and square to the floor. Then we can fix all that side down. When that's done, we then take a measurement from the door seal to here, and then we match that this side and get the same measurement here to make sure that the bulkhead is square with the rear doors. And then we do the same thing again. Then we will get the fixing in the top one, square it off, fix it down, and then on the bottom, you might think that is straight, but it's probably got a tiny little bow in it because it is compressed on both sides. So then we'll get an 1800mm level, put it on the floor up against it, make sure that this is nice and straight, and then we'll do the fixings down as well. And that is how we do a bed bulkhead. So I'll do a time lapse just to show you how we do all that. One bed bulkhead completely fitted, so I've just got to trim the excess flooring on the back here, just gives us a nice clean edge this side. Now the reason I said we like to do the bed bulkhead first is because everything comes off the bed bulkhead, so we now know where our kitchen goes. The shower is going to be the next video because that is being fitted right here. And then we can do wall cabinets. Everything comes off the bed bulkhead. So for us, it's always the first thing we like to put in. It is a bit of a nuisance because it's bang in the middle of the van, so it now stops us passing through. But to be fair, bed area tends to be sort of electrics, water, a bed and wall cabinets. A lot more stuff tends to happen that side anyway. Hope you found this useful. That is how we scribe and fit a bed bulkhead. So we do these. They come in various shapes, sizes, colours, depending on the van and obviously what's going into it. Like to do a little high point if you have a kitchen up against it. You just need to make sure that's higher than the worktop. And then as we've got a shower here, there's no need to lift this up this side because the shower wall is going to come up here. Catch you on the next video.